Today on Windy City Live, we're getting up close with an adorable creature from the Shed Aquarium. Plus, from bling to bacon, the hottest Valentine's Day gifts for guys. And his tricks will blow your mind. Comedian magician Justin Willman. Right now on Season 5 of Windy City Live.
Make an entrance. I think I need to rework the contract of the station.
Every day?
Every day.
Right ahead.
Segways are a lot of fun. They take a little bit of getting used to. I felt a little bit like Dr. Evil coming. You know, Dr. Evil rides one of those Segways. Yeah, but hey, big thanks to Steve's Segway Tours, one of the best Segway tours in the city. You got to check them out. And our audience gets to ride a Segway this weekend if they want to at the Travel Adventure Show in Rosemont, because guess what? You're all getting tickets just for being here today. It's not a bad way to start the show.
No, it's not a bad way to start the weekend.
Yes.
You're hanging out in Rosemont at the travel show. Cool. All right, well, fun show today. Cue up the aww. This guest, yep, go aww. This guest is too cute. Georgia the Penguin is here. She's from the Shed, and guess what? She is on a super secret mission.
Yeah, we're going to ride her in on a Segway, I think. Oh.
This has been a great week. First Crystal the Monkey, now Georgia the Penguin, and Segways. I mean, come on.
Can't beat that. Also in the house, comedian magician Justin Willman is here. He's going to freak you out. He has an insane trick, and the trick involves Val. Did you know that, Val?
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, look at that trick. That was amazing.
Was cool.
So the trick involves me.
Maybe.
What?
Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know what it is?
I have an idea.
Oh, you better tell me.
I don't even know the trick. You know, magicians never tell anything. So.
Blood is thicker than mud, and I'm blood to you. You better tell me.
Well, I always thought it was blood's thicker than water.
Well, we say blood is thicker than mud.
Okay.
Do you guys not say that?
Yes. Blood is thicker than mud?
Yes, blood is thicker than mud.
Who says blood is thicker than water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
All right. Maybe you're cool. That's the cooler way to say it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is very intriguing now. And, countdown to Valentine's Day. That's right.
Crazy.
But hold on. Don't get too excited. We have some very unusual gifts for guys, from shirts that stop the sweat to bacon flowers. All that.
Bacon flowers.
Bacon flowers.
There it
is. Happy Valentine's, lover. Plus a few audience surprises as well.
Yeah. What guy doesn't want a bacon flower? A bacon anything, really, right? Lots to talk about today. Helping us out, a new friend to the show. So welcome comedian Mona Aburmishan. Did I get that right? Aburmishan.
You doing all right?
Hi, Mona. Oh, I did all right. I try to phonetically do it.
It's all good.
It's a mouthful. It's like Cheverini.
I'm super grateful to be here. I'm so grateful because I'm a Chicagoan who watches you guys all the time. And actually, I was your limo driver, Ryan.
What?
No way.
Yeah.
When?
Comics drive limos sometimes, you know? Yeah, way back.
What,
Is that
like
right?
when he was
You
doing
should have
this
heard what he
job?
said about you.
Oh, I'm sure.
No. I'm just messing. No.
Hey, blood is thicker than mud, okay? Remember that.
It is.
Wait, were you his limo driver since he's been on this show, or when he did sports?
No. And
Where was he going? Tell us.
coming to work, baby? Like, where else is he going to go?
He was taking a limo to work.
It was a rare occasion. I think it was my birthday.
Oh,
Thank you. It was my birthday.
Right.
Sorry to call you out.
No, don't be sorry. That's great.
Right. No, it's not great. What's great is you're here and your shows. And tell us a little bit about your comedy.
So I'm a Palestinian comedian, Chicago born and raised, and I've traveled all over the world doing stand-up comedy, and I created a show here, and it's comedy and trivia, because I'm kind of a trivia nerd, and I know a lot of random stuff, especially about Chicago, yeah. So I created this stand-up show because a lot of my comic friends were like, yo, we're kind kind of sick of the trivia part. Can you get to the comedy part?
Yeah.
So I created a stand-up comedy show at Diversity River Bowl. It's every other Tuesday, and we have 4 of Chicago's comics, which are national headlining comics. I'm so grateful to have them. You had Brian Babylon. He's one of our one of our guys. And then we intermix trivia questions, and we give prizes, and we do a lip sync challenge at the end. It's dope.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Yeah. A lot going on?
Yeah, you gotta come.
So where do you get your comedy from? Like, is it usually a lot of people say it's either their kids, their husband, their wife, their, situation, their work. Like, where do you draw yours from?
Well, like I said, I'm a Chicagoan through and through, so I'm a lovable, tough guy. So, like, I'll have fights with myself and getting pulled over, for example, by, like, a Metro cop. I'm like, what is he, gonna give me a one-way ticket to Lake Forest? How is a Metro cop pulling me over? So it's just the kind of the feistiness that I deal with every day.
So everyday encounters in Chicago, nice.
Yeah. That is a good point, though. But when you see the lights coming behind you and then you realize it's a Metro, you're like, really?
Right. It doesn't even sound like a normal, like, siren. It sounds like a retired drag queen. It's like, whoa, whoa. Hello, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right.
I was like, what?
I'm going to drive you to your next show.
Okay.
I can't wait. All right. Oh, hey, we talked about the beard. Are you a fan of facial hair on men, or do you like clean shaven better? Yeah. You like beard? Okay. Beard's good. I see some guys with beards.
Yeah.
That became like a really big popular thing, right, in the past year. I kind of have gone back and forth. Val always wants me to grow the beard out. What do you think?
I love the commitment that men think that they have to just letting it grow.
Yeah. Versus the laziness?
Yeah, like, oh, no, I'm committed to an NFL team, so I'm going to grow my beard. We have to highlight stuff. We have to get every other piece of hair colored. We got to wax hair.
Yeah.
When you engage in that, then we'll talk about your beard. But
yeah, I'm not doing the waxing thing. Much respect. Much respect on that. Yeah. But the reason why I bring this up is because there was an article saying that it was going out of style, and some people are saying, well, people are wrong on that. Well, there's also, do you think beards are more hygienic or less hygienic? Less. They are more hygienic than a clean-shaven face, according to this article. Yeah, you can clap, guys with beards. Researchers found that a clean-shaven face actually is more likely to harbor infection-causing bacteria resistant to antibiotics when compared to bearded men. Interesting, right?
I would have never guessed that in a million years.
Me neither.
Well, I mean, you're taking a death weapon to your face every day. And if you don't clean that weapon and you're drawing blood, I mean, why not?
Oh,
right?
You know what? That's a good point.
All of a sudden, you got respect for the beard. The laziness.
Touche, you win, bro. You win.
It says that beards may contain bacteria which could potentially be developed into new antibiotics. The study found.
Wow. Yeah. So I think the verdict is in. You got to keep the beard.
I'll keep it.
You don't want to die.
I'll keep it for a little while.
Yeah. If you do otherwise, then you're in trouble.
We challenged Ro Khan to grow his beard out for at least 2 weeks, so we'll see the next time he's on the show what he looks like.
He's not going to do it?
He better. We better do it. He's not?
I just heard he's not going to do it.
That's really weak.
Oh, why not, I wonder?
Really, really weak, Ro, if you're watching.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Arab girls that probably would wish that we could grow out our beard.
Or at least that we don't have to do the electrolysis and the waxing.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know. You get that like Billy D. Williams look? That's kind of good.
That's not cute. It's not cute. Peach fuzz is not cute. And it's very painful to get your mustache waxed when you're a lady.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
He's awkward. It's awkward.
On the next Wendy City Live. I'm going to move on to the next story. The Chinese couple had the tedious task of having to try to tape together more than $20,000 in bills that were shredded by his father because he sold his house and was afraid that his son was after his money, so he shredded money. It took them 3 months, 17 hours a day, and they actually put the money back together.
That's like putting the world's longest puzzle together.
Right.
Yes.
And I guess the son really was after his money.
Well, clearly, the father had. Well, I was wondering if the father had dementia. Or a lot of times people do things in older age and they lose their mind and then they do things that are unexplainable. You know what I mean? So that's what I was thinking. But he actually did not want his son to get this money.
No. 85 years old, sold his house, probably didn't want his son to get the house when he eventually passes, and he just started shredding.
But that was like $21,000 worth of money in American dollars.
Right, why not give it to a charity?
I don't know, but you know what? That could be how angry he was at his son, though. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times kids do live for their parents' inheritance.
Yeah.
You know those kids.
Yeah.
You know those people who are like waiting for their mom or whatever relative in the family to go so they can get an inheritance.
Right.
So he was like, I knew what the son was up to. I get it.
Yeah, that's commitment. That's work. That's like, and plus, also, their money is color-coded, so it was like a fancy puzzle. Imagine it was American money. It's all green.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
There's no blues and hints of red. And
yeah, nobody in my family is giving me anything up down the road. I could tell you that.
Neither's mine. No, my mother says she's living it now. She was like, don't expect that when I go.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm living all of this right now.
Yeah. But I watch so many of these crime shows, and I shouldn't even watch them. I should not watch those shows. But it like really makes me not even want to ever get a life insurance policy ever.
Oh, I know. Especially Snapped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Forensic Files.
Those are creepy.
You ever seen Snapped before?
Yes.
Ooh.
Creepy.
A lot of angry women.
Yeah. Well, that man was 80.
A lot of angry women.
That man was 85 years old. This man was 80 years old, and he, you know, you hate like cleaning off your windshield in the snow. This man lives in Canada. He really hates wiping off the windshield. He's 80 years old, and that's how he drove down the street.
He cannot even get in the car. There's so much snow over that car.
Yeah.
That's Canadian commitment work ethic. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this guy's 80 years old. Wherever he's going, he's committed to it. I wish Americans were that committed.
Yeah. Well, he's also
committed, all right.
He's committed to a $110 fine for that as well. He got a ticket. He said he was too old to clean the windshield, so that's why he didn't.
I don't even see how his engine could rev with all that snow on the hood. It seemed like that just weighed the car down. But this just brings up the point. There are people like that who'll get on the expressway with their car with all this, and so you've just gotten your car washed because it's the one day of sunshine, and you get the salt off, and you get your car washed, and then that person has just gotten out the house after 2 days of snow, and they get on the freeway, and then everything blows.
And then you get that sheet of ice or snow that comes, that blankets you.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's real
Semis do the same thing.
That's why they have to ticket people for that. But I'll tell you, if you're going to rob a bank, that's the time to do it.
At 80.
What did the getaway car look like?
Covered in snow. I get it.
A giant snowball. I think it was an 85 model.
God, I wasn't thinking about that, Ryan.
Well, how about this? By 2020, you know, I'm obsessed with self-driving cars. I am. They are coming. I read all about them. I think it's fascinating, and I think that the technology will be so good that it's going to be much safer on the roads. Well, by 2020, Volvo is saying that their vehicle will be so safe that not one person will be killed in a car crash. And this is partly because of self-driving, but they also have a ton of other technology that will be radar, that will be, you know, infrared, all these cameras. Right. The car will actually take over for you if it sees a pedestrian and you don't see the pedestrian. I mean, it's pretty genius.
It's impressive.
It's a heck of something to commit to. It's a bold statement. Let's put it that way.
It really is. So they have to live. And just think, 2020. That's not far away. That's 4 years from now.
Right.
Can I ask, does any of us want to be driving? Because, I mean, it seems like we're texting and driving, we're eating ramen noodle soup at the same time as we're driving, and this car is like, oh, basically you don't have to drive. Then why don't you just take the train?
Well, take the train?
That's how I got here. I took the blue line.
For obvious reasons. It's nice to be in a car. But Val's not high on the self-driving car right now. She will come around.
Yeah, I will.
Right now, she's like, I like to drive.
Yeah,
but
it just makes me nervous. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I should be more...
So do teenagers driving. They make me nervous, too. I would much rather have that car driving itself.
But, Ryan, you were a teenager at one point.
And I was a terrible driver.
Were you?
Well, all teenagers, it's trial and error, right? You saw me drive that Segway in here?
Yeah.
I had to practice, and I still am not great at that. Yeah. And that's what it's like, you know, when you have... hey, Max, and Zoe's going to be driving soon.
3 years. We're 3 years away from that. I think
the best way to teach a teenager how to drive is to have them on the Kennedy at gridlock at 5 o'clock, because they can't go but 5 miles an hour.
They can't go anywhere.
But they can rear-end someone real easily.
That would really scare them, I tell you.
I think an empty parking lot is probably the way I want to go on that. Well, celebrities are some of the most recognizable faces in the world, right? That's why they're celebrities. But there is an artist that has actually meshing celebrity faces. We have not seen these images, so we have to see if we can guess.
Ooh. You say you like trivia.
I do love trivia.
Oh, that's,
okay. I know.
That's Leo for sure.
Yeah.
But who's the other guy? I'm going to say...
Sean Penn.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I would say that. Oh, Sean. No, it's Sean Penn. You're right.
and
Mona, you're
Leo.
right. Sean Penn and Leo.
Is that what you
I
guessed?
said Sean Penn. I just didn't want to say it loud because I don't want to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I whispered.
Do we have another one?
own
Sean
it.
Penn.
All right. Who is
Katy
this?
Perry
And Rihanna.
Yep.
Wow, that was good. That was fast.
Cute
Katy
baby, though.
Perry and Rihanna. I could totally see that.
All right, we have another one.
Oh, I like this. I hope we have a ton of them. Come on.
Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. Boom!
This one.
Justin
That was good,
Square.
though.
Good job. J2.
But you know what? That was not really right because that's really 80 Bieber, 20 Timberlake.
That's
For real? For
and,
real?
and
Yes.
Tatum O'Neal.
And Obama. For real and Obama.
no.
Channing Tatum. I said Tatum
Channing
O'Neal.
Tatum. I thought it was Forrest Whitaker because his ear.
No.
The Forrest Whitaker ear.
No, that's heavy on the Pharrell side too. That's not a lot of Channing in there.
Okay, Channing and
No,
Pharrell.
where's Channing? I don't even see him. I see a lot of Pharrell.
Kevin Spacey and
De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Yes, that's totally.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Now that's 50-50.
All right, we got another one here.
Wait for it. It's coming. Ooh.
Oh, that's Charlize Theron.
Is there a Heigl
Scarlett
in there?
Johansson.
Yeah.
And who?
Is there a Heigl in there?
I'm stumped.
The lady who made my coffee today?
Ooh. Okay, so we are for sure going with Charlize Theron,
Or Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett
We're going with Scarlett
and
Johansson.
Miley Cyrus.
No. Natalie Portman.
Oh, yeah. And Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know that I could see Natalie
short
Portman.
hair.
Yeah, I think she'll. That's
Yes,
50 Cent. 50 Cent and Shaq.
Shaq,
50 Cent and Shaq.
Holy cow.
Is that it?
50 Cent and Shaq,
That's
but
it.
this really is Rick Ross.
That is Rick Ross. Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
That was Rick Ross.
50 Cent will go right to the gym when he sees that picture.
Oh, man. That was good.
He just said he had a shirt on. Rick Ross never has a shirt on.
Yeah, he
And he has tats. And
He should put his shirt on.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, how do you stand on passwords? Are you engaged? Are you married? Are you
I
in
am,
a relationship?
I'm in love.
You're in love.
Yes, I'm in love, and I said, hey babe, do you want my passwords in case I die horribly?
You said this?
Yeah, I'm like, want my passwords? He's like, no. You know why? Because I believe that he knew I had nothing to hide, and he wanted me to have something to hide. Because I feel like any guy, they hide their passwords because they don't want us to know how lame they really are.
Well,
They got maybe pictures of their demo or something else or some other random chick. But if a woman's hiding her password, though, she's making plans. She's scheming. She bought a house, and she's about to leave you, and she doesn't want you to know. She's got pictures.
a bunch of money on the
Yeah,
Caymans.
she's got stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a dying husband that left his house, left his car, left everything, but he did not leave the password to his computer, so his wife had to go to court to see if the judge would rule in her favor to get the password.
Yeah.
How come she just can't reset it?
I
I don't know. Have you noticed that Apple, though? I think Apple has created systems so that they're trying to break cheaters, because if you have an Apple phone, an Apple Watch, an Apple iPad, Apple computer, when your phone rings, the whole house is on fire, basically. And if I'm cheating, everyone knows I'm cheating with Mike. Right? So Apple's out there, so shame on her for not knowing that.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, the only thing about passwords, though, you have to change them, right? You have to change them every so often.
Right. Well, then
Some
you just-
passwords, I guess not every password you don't have to, but if you're constantly changing the password, are you going to keep updating that with your...
Right. Are you going to remember to do all of that?
Just get a Samsung.
Just get a Cricket?
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Would you,
A jitterbug.
would you be okay giving passwords?
Yeah.
I think if I was married, I'd be okay giving passwords.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a great example as to why you would want to do that, because you wouldn't want your loved one to have to incur court expenses, attorney fees, and all of that just to get the password to get
Right.
what's due to them.
As long as you're not doing anything shady, you're fine.
Right, and you shouldn't be.
But there's a lot of people doing shady stuff, as we found out by Ashley Madison.
Right. So, but let's just say some people are not doing shady things, but they just like their privacy.
Right.
They're just own that, no, this is mine, I'm private, whatever. Nothing shady whatsoever.
Right.
Like, do those people get a pass? I mean, you know, you can't blame somebody if they just want to keep it private.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's ask our audience by a show of applause, who would be willing to share their password with their loved one? Okay. Who is like, I see this guy shaking his head right here. Who is absolutely not sharing their password? She's like,
It's the women. Do you notice it's the women?
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not because you guys are shady, right? You're not shady.
I got money. They don't need to know about my money. I got a lot of extra money. Well, did she know his bank passwords and all that other stuff?
I'm not sure about that, but that's the one password I actually probably wouldn't want to give right away, you know?
Oh, really? Well, this is to, if you're in a committed relationship, you shouldn't have a problem giving that.
Committed or marriage?
Committed
if you're married, everything's fair game. Committed...
Well, that's the word. That's what committed means. You're
No.
No?
Marriage is the real deal. That's the real deal.
Really? So in
If you're in a committed relationship, I don't think... No, you shouldn't cheat, but I don't think you should give... You don't need to give passwords.
Well, then if you're not cheating, you can give the password.
I think you do that when you... I think you do that when you get married.
You're right.
Right? When you get married. That's part of marriage. All right. Dr. Phil. That's the message just brought to you by Dr. Phil. All right. Mona is going to be at the comedy trivia show that she talked about January 26th at Diversey River Bowl.
Yes.
So go check her out. All right. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Coming up, cuddly Georgia the Penguin drops by. Plus mind-blowing magic. We make something in the audience disappear. And Valentine's Day gifts for guys.